Welcome everybody to a first look at Opus Magnum. This is the latest game from a mastermind of puzzles, Zach Barth of Zachtronics. He was kind enough to give me a press key and we're going to check it out today. If you're completely new, Zachtronics makes some of the most brain-melty puzzle games that I've seen. They're built around various open-ended designs, with his previous two games, Shenzhen IO and TIS 100, literally being programming challenge puzzles. Now, Opus Magnum, from what I've heard, is a recreation or a remake of one of his older games. And right now, it is currently available on early access, but Zach does things a little bit differently. When he goes on early access, his games are pretty much done. And the time early access is basically there to fine-tune and get community reception on some of the details of his games. So if you do decide to pick it up now, chances are it's going to be very similar to what you're going to see here on this video. Now when it comes to his games, I have certainly had some trouble with them. I've yet to beat any of them. And for anyone who does manage to beat a Zachtronics puzzle game, you can definitely call yourself a smarty. Unfortunately, I'm not there just yet. But if I can figure these things out on the basic level, I'll try and make a tutorial guide for new players. So, Opus Magnum takes place in a world where alchemy, is real. So of course the process of transmuting one object to something else. We are, at least at this point, getting out of our class at the academy, and it's time to basically do our final exam. So let's get in there. The rules of Opus Magnum are similar to the previous games. We have a defined input, or what we're going to start with, and an output that we need to achieve. Everything else in between, though, is completely up to us. In fact, I'm going to delete what we have here, so that you can see exactly what we're starting with. And as the game goes on, we'll be given more tools and such to make use of, but for now we're going to deal with the basics. So the goal here is we are given a product, and this is it. In order to win, we must pump out this exact element, which in this case it's stabilized water. I can rotate this anywhere I see fit, and the field itself is pretty much infinite. We can do just about anything we want here. Now the only limitations we have are what we are starting with, but I can use any or none of these various tools here to solve the puzzle. So what we're going to do, and we'll talk more about this stuff in a minute. So let's just quickly go down. So this is what we're trying to do. This is what we're starting with. So these are just two elemental waters. These are our mechanisms, including arms, and a track. The track we can place down, then we can drag it any way we see fit. And then the arm can move along it or back. These are glyphs, which are used for specific rules. This will bond. This is for multi-bonding. This is unbonding of elements. And this is a glyph of calcification. We'll be getting more glyphs as time goes on, but this is where the transmuting side of Opus Magnum come into play. So if we come back over here, we need to transmute one element of water into this part of salt, and then combine them in order to create our finished product, or stabilized water. So, and now that you've probably all figured that out, let's start placing some things down. Now, when it comes to these glyphs, basically as long as it passes over, it doesn't have to stay there, but it just has to pass over it, we are going to be in business. So we could do a double, which could actually work here. Let's see. And you can see how things rotate as well. That may not work. And of course, as things go on, the cost goes up. Let's see what we got here. And then these arms will grab and extend. So I can actually start them in any position, but we can also command them to go out or in. And then over here, we have the different rules. Alright, so let me try something here. And if you look down here, these are the actual commands. So similar to previous games, we're going to be giving assembly line commands to our various tools here. In this case, it is going to be our mechanisms. So the first one you usually will do is a grab. So, wrong one. And someday I'll learn these hotkeys as well. This is going to grab it. Now I'm going to place the rune right here. Now I don't think I can place a glyph on top of that. No. So I'm going to try this out. Now the thing is, you cannot place them on top of each other like so. I'll place this over there for right now. And then just to show you what's going to happen here. So I'm going to use the retract. And then watch. So it does, and everything is timed to work in unison. There is a command that allows you to break that up, but everything is one-to-one. So if you just saw, we retracted it. The second it lands here, it transforms into the salt. So I'm going to place another command. Oop, don't want to do that one. That will place it there. This is going to be tricky. So I'm going to lock this one in. And now I'm going to rotate it. And I will mess up on clockwise and counterclockwise. You just know it. And as you can see, when the two glyphs interact, when the two atoms interact with the glyph of bonding, they form that. Now from here, let's see, this should do the job. So that's going to rotate. I'm going to rotate it again. But I'm going to tell this one to drop. So let's see what happens. No. Is there a time command? Well, let's give it a try. Good. Oh no! Curses. Again, we can turn it any which way. And I can adjust it like that. Let's try it like this. Drop that. Drop that. Okay, so it's locked. Now this time, instead of dropping it, I'm going to attempt to turn it and see if we are in the right position. Sometimes if we turn the other, like I said, I'm going to screw up on counterclockwise and clockwise until the cows come home. So if it turns it again, I think this should work. Let's do that. Oop. Right theory, wrong position. There we go. And now we have to drop it in order to get it back to normal. So do that. And then to speed things up, there we go, I'm going to institute a reset instruction. What this does is we'll automatically send it back to the original position and repeat. So let's see if this works. Oh, and we got it. So as you can see, the game rates you on, as with previous Zachtronics games, it rates you on 3 specific histograms. The amount of cost you used, how many cycles it took you, and the amount of area or coverage that you needed to do it. As you can see, my friends are Ryan SOBs who've all been in my score, and I now hate them. But maybe at some point we'll come back and I can prove my mental superiority, which is very unlikely. And of course, for beating the level, we move on to the first actual chapter of the game. Here's our bit. And then there's lore, similar to Shenzhen IO. What's going on? And right now we're being given our little bit of story here. And we're now giving our first actual challenge. Alright, what are we doing now? The glyph retraction consumes an atom of quicksilver and promotes an atom of metal. Okay. So you place it there, and then you repeat it until it becomes gold. Oh boy. So here's our output. We need gold. So the idea is we're going to use quicksilver in our glyph of projection to do the upgrade. And the best part about these games is that even if I'm showing you solutions, it's not really spoiling the game because every puzzle has open-ended solutions. So, I'm going to take this. This is going to keep going into here to power that up. What I need to see right now, let me see. If I place it here, it then goes there. I'm trying to think about this in terms of optimization too. I wonder what's quicker. To extend it out or just turn it, or if it doesn't even matter. So this is going there. Now I need another hand whose job is just to keep on processing. And again, you're going to start everything off usually by grabbing. Oop. There we go. So I'm going to place... There's our pivot. This is only for arms that can actually have that mechanism. Actually, let me just double check that. Yeah, it's rotating the arm, but that arm doesn't have the ability to do so. And that will give us some even more complicated things later on. So I'm just going to turn the arm. I knew that was going to happen. Let me see here. And now we drop them. Let's see, just drop this. Will this do the job? Yes. So I'm going to repeat this. Oh, no. Or maybe if we do it from here. Oh, just repeating it over and over and over again. Okay, so... I wonder if I can just extend this out. Only I can make copies of it. Let's see. So I wanted to grab it, release, return, grab, return again, release. Or actually, I should just be able to repeat this by going, go there, and then return. Let me see. Don't know why it's repeating this though. Unless it just does it automatically. Let's try this. Yeah, it's just going to keep repeating the instruction. How are we going to solve this one? Oh, look, we can actually see how things work. So we start at lead. It's going to go up to tin, iron, copper, silver, gold. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycles. This guy's just going to keep putting it in. That could work. Replace this. Oh, I'll show you how the piston works now, too. So, grab. No, that ain't gonna work. Good. And then we'll repeat the instruction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see what happens here. There's our gold. So then after that is done, I'm going to tell it to extend the arm out, drop, and return. So let's see if this works. Good. Nope, and we got it. Faster. Faster, I say. Yay, oh man. How the hell did they do that with 40 pieces of gold? Oh, I hate all my friends and everyone on my histogram list right now. There's gotta be a better way to do it. And as time goes on, you'll unlock additional tools, and of course your own knowledge of the game should grow, allowing you to do things faster and more optimized. But we'll see if this will be the Zachtronics game that I'll be able to solve. Once I've gotten a little bit more of it down, I'll try and do a new player guide. But we'll see how things go. But anyway, this video is 21 minutes. And again, it's probably going to take us a lot longer once we get to some of the more complicated stuff. So if you want to check out Opus Magnum, like I said, it is available on Steam now. And if you really want to give your brain a workout, check out the previous games, such as Space Chem, Fin Factory, Shenzhen, and so on. But that's going to do it for this spotlight, so thank you so much for watching. If you're new, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back for daily discussions on game design here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. And oh boy, looks like I just got my work cut out for me there. But, and if you are working on a game yourself and would like me to take a look at it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. So until our next video, have a good night. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back around 10 Eastern for regular streaming. If you'd like to suggest games for me to cover or topics to talk about, let me know in the comments below. For a collection of my writings as well as weekly podcasts on design, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the Game Wisdom Patreon, you can find us on there on patreon.com/GWBycer. $1 will get you into our private Discord channel where we talk game topics and more. $5 will get you voting privileges for any major event, including the Saturday Night Grab Bag, Patreon-funded goals, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy more videos here on the Game Wisdom YouTube channel.